Good afternoon and welcome to Aberdeen Sports Ground here in Hong Kong for the second Novemberfest test between Hong Kong, China and Germany. And also a big warm welcome to those of you tuning in, especially from Germany. My name's Richard Cook and I'm joining commentary by Hong Kong international Ashton Hyde. Welcome, Ash.
Thank you, Cookie.
Good to see you again. We had a fantastic test match on Tuesday night. Hong Kong running out 29-16 winners, but a game a little bit closer than the score would suggest.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was an extremely physical match, Cookie. There was a lot of big boys trucking the ball up the field, and yeah, it was a real enjoyable watch. So I'm excited to see how it goes today.
Fantastic, and we got a good look at the ground here down at Aberdeen Sports Ground. Fantastic on the south side of Hong Kong Island. The crowd is filling up, probably more than 1,000 people here now. Hong Kong used to play lots of test matches down here back in the day, and in fact, the first time that Hong Kong played a test match as Hong Kong SAR after the handover, we beat Canada on this very pitch. So a lot of fond memories for those people who are old fans of Hong Kong rugby. But good to see us down here, and as we look at the skyline here on this south side, it's really grown up over the years, and we even have our own subway station, or MTR, or U-Bahn as you would call it in Germany, right by the ground now, which is absolutely fantastic. So looking at that game on Tuesday night, very close at half time, and Hong Kong had all the early part of the play, but went in 13-12 down at half time, Ash.
Yeah, it was a real sort of back and forth type of a battle, especially in that first half. Germany, they did give away a number of penalties. They will want to tighten that up in this test match to stay in the game. But they really put the wood on them. They were physical up front. They were dominant in the contact area, and they had a good set piece as well. So they will want to replicate that in this game, and then if they can clean up that discipline, they'll be in for a good showing.
And I think one of the other big factors for Hong Kong, and something that they were certainly trying to do, the ball in play time was about 35 minutes, which was pretty high, and I think it certainly told on the Germans towards the end of the second half when they were having to really dig in deep at that point.
Yeah, Hong Kong China showing immense fitness in that game to just ride them out, and then ended up taking out the win.
So we're getting a good look at the trophy that is on offer today, the Novemberfest Cup that's being played out. So Hong Kong are currently 1-0. Should the game be won by Germany, it'll be down to points difference. So Hong Kong holding that 13-point advantage at the moment, but they'll certainly be wanting to make it 2-0. But Germany will want to wrest that back off them. So number of changes in both sides. Ash, and the Germans have made 3 changes to the starting lineup, and Luke Wakefield and Paul Wiese, the big tight head, have made way for Massa and Gerlich, who'll make their debuts if they come off the bench. But as we've said, I think Koolman will want to tighten up their defence. They apparently had 33 missed tackles on Tuesday night, so certainly be looking to bring a little bit more heat in that defence line, I would imagine. But a strong scrummage that they didn't really capitalise on, I would say. Their line-out ran at only 71% as well, which I think hampered them as well. So I think lots of things that the German side will want to tighten up on.
Yeah, they would have taken the time over the week and done a lot of review and tried to get those little bits right. And once they're able to do that, they'll be looking at putting in a strong performance today.
So Hong Kong ringing the changes today. Andrew Douglas, in his second test match in charge, has named 5 potential debutants on the bench. Rory Cinnamond of Sandy Bay, Liam Edwards of Tigers, Harry Laidler, Sandy Bay, and then from the football club side, Jack Abbott and Murray Breakin. So as I say, Hong Kong used to play a lot of games here, and the last time that an international was played here, the result was marked down as a 0-0 draw with Eddie Jones's Japan. So
the national anthem.
It was a game that was sadly rained off in about the 22nd minute, with Japan actually holding a 3-0 lead. But if the game is cancelled before half-time, it's marked as a draw. So that was a big sort of what you'd say psychological W for Hong Kong that day, and it didn't make Eddie Jones very happy.
He's not a happy man at the best of times.
And a rousing anthem there for the German side. Plenty of support in Hong Kong for the German team.
For the People's Republic of China national anthem.
And another rousing anthem there for Hong Kong. Good to see the kids out with the players there. That'll certainly make their day. Interestingly, Germany won the toss and have elected to kick, which means Skipper Hurstich has chosen the left-hand side of the ground as we look at it from this side, Ash, and the sun is sinking. So I would imagine that the likes of Altier, Axton Barrett and Deteri will be putting the ball up into that sun. It's a tough thing to play into.
Yeah, it certainly would be a good move. The sun is dropping down, and they're steering directly into it, as are we, Cookie. And yeah, we'll make it tough for those high balls.
And we've got representatives from Hong Kong China Rugby sponsors, Cathay, placing the ball on the halfway line.
Aberdeen Sports Ground, one more time, let's make some noise for Hong Kong China!
And our referee for today from the Japan Rugby Union, Takehito Namakawa-san, a former under-20s player of some repute, but turned to refereeing. But this is his first full international game, so we wish him all the best for the start of his international career. And holding the AR flags, we've got Steve Copeman and Francisco Camisa from Hong Kong Rugby Union. So Parkinson with one of his trademark high hanging kicks there. Van der Schmidt with that trademark right foot step. And straight away Coombs boxes the ball up to about the 10-metre line.
Yeah, good safe start to the game, Cookie. Good take from Luke van der Schmidt, and then Coombs relieving that pressure and getting it into touch. They'll be happy with that.
Toyamanev getting the ball up to Vindermuth, making the start after coming on off the bench. Good tackle there, Laxton Barrett. Some good first up defence there, Jude Harding making a good tackle early on. And first penalty, first blood goes to Germany.
I'll be interested to see what they do here, Cookie. They elected for the points a number of times on Tuesday. Will they be doing the same again? It looks like they will.
And Eduardo Stella. Was pretty successful. Every one of his kicks was a decent strike of the ball. Some reasonable first up defence from Hong Kong there after that good line out take by Windermuth. So Stella, it's not the easiest of kicks to start with. Must be all of about 47 metres on the angle. Just in the shade of the stand. Decent strike. Oh, and the flags are up. So a fantastic start for the German side. Very much in contrast to what we had on Tuesday night, which was a good start from Hong Kong. So Kuhlmann, the Germany coach, will be very, very pleased with that. So let's see this first ball hanging high in the sun. It's a good take. Bottomley there. Drops the ball inside to Leo Wolf, who had an excellent game on Tuesday night. Opting to play plenty of phases in their 22 here. Now Bottomley brings the ball back to the back of the Crocodile ruck. Altier infield to Van der Schmidt, who steps through the first tackle. Herstich with a good carry there. Hong Kong cutting back against the grain, but now going back around the corner. Pryor with a solid carry there. And the referee was playing advantage. He had spotted an earlier infraction by the Germans.
Yeah, strong phase of play there from the Hong Kong China side, recycling the ball well and keeping good possession, rewarded in a penalty. It looks like they're going to go for the corner, and they want to put some real pressure on this German team up front.
I've got to say that is a very good kick by Altier. Takes it down 7-8 metres, so Harding getting his first opportunity in this game to throw in. Young man had an excellent start to his international career on Tuesday night. Coach Douglas showing faith with the youngsters there. McCullough rising high there. Hong Kong have got a bit of a nudge on here, but a pretty solid German defence. And the ball is under Harding's arms. Staying hidden in there. That kind of breaks up. Coombs steps back inside, but well tackled there. Kong now looking to go through their set phases. Herstich with a good carry. But this Germany line, defence line, working really hard here. We keep going round this corner. Van der Schmidt steps, tries to get on the outside. Cinnamon with a carry. They're about 5 metres out here, Hong Kong. Pryor, one of those trademark carries. Hong Kong tried to bully their way over several times. Oh, Harry Sayers twisting and turning. And now playing advantage. So playing with house money here. And they spread it wide. Axton Barrett to Worley. Puts on the goosey.
There it is.
And he's in for the try.
Beautiful play.
Some fantastic patience from the Hong Kong side there. Went through multiple phases with the ball in hand. And Worley, one-on-one, tough man to stop, Ash.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there from Deteri, getting it across to Axton Barrett, and then it's Worley to finish in the corner. And, gee, he's got some wheels. There's no substitute for pace.
Just that little step to the inside.
Really impressed with the patience shown from the Hong Kong side. They had multiple attempts at the line. They didn't try and force anything. They waited, they got the advantage, and then they got to spread it out wide and roll the dice, and it came up all sixes.
So Altier taking this first kick at goal. It's a very good strike.
Lovely
and
kick
he
of the ball.
gets the extras.
Conversion successful. Hong Kong China 7, Germany 3.
Great work there from the Hong Kong team. As we said, a really patient build up there. So Parkinson hang this ball high onto this touchline, I'm sure. And so playing knock-on advantage here. Held up in the contact there, some good work from Herstich. So they're going to go back for that initial knock-on. Lifting pod just got into a bit of a mix-up there. Spilt the ball forwards. So first scrum of the day. So be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, the all-important first scrum. It was a big contest last Tuesday, and I bet these boys are going to be right up for this.
And it's good to see that we've got plenty of support from around the world. Luke van der Schmidt's mother watching from Namibia. The Herstich family as well. And it's good to see that we've got lots of people watching in from Germany.
A little bit excited there from the German team. They're going to reset this one.
So Cinnamon and Harding came on off the bench and certainly steadied the scrummage up on Tuesday night, so they get their start today. Keelan Chapman on the tight head side for Hong Kong. Solid scrummage there. Some good interplay here. And making a bust and a good step there. But Seb Bryan gets himself in amongst it. Pops the ball up to Van der Schmidt. Good phase play there from Germany, but just spilt the ball in contact. Cinnamon hit by a good tackle from Hen there. And Hong Kong going from deep here, getting the ball into the hands of Worley on this right edge. Oh, good step there by West. And the ball just outside the 22, so Hong Kong can't go directly to touch from here. Coombs high and hanging. It's gone forward. Pryor getting amongst it. Just a little nudge there from Pryor. Big man. So we get a second scrummage here.
And that first scrum looked quite good there, Cookie. Stable platform.
I'm sure that Alex Allen would have been working with the boys since Tuesday night. Germany captain on this loose head side from the Heidelberg club. 40 caps, so he's a seasoned international. That's a better scrummage from the German side. It's going sideways and Coombs gets amongst it. Hen eventually wrestles the ball back, but Jack Coombs is all over it again. He had a great intervention at the game on Tuesday night, and he's really made a nuisance of himself at the base there, Ash.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there from Coombs. He saw the ball pop out, jumped on it, and then he didn't quite get the crack, and then he gave it a second go and managed to come up trumps and win the penalty. Fantastic play.
And missing touch there. And that's a deep kick. And Altier tried to bring the ball back in from over the touchline, but spilt it forward. So that will give Germany the option of scrum or line out, and I'm pretty sure they'll take. Well, I thought they might have taken the scrummage there, but they've opted for the line out. So some enterprising play so far from Germany. They had that good line break up the middle from that scrum earlier on. They'll be looking to execute here. Good line out off the top. Getting round the corner there. Some good work there from Backhofer. Tipping that ball on, and Hen pumping those legs. And Wolf steps in, looks for the offload, but decides to hold on. Some decent defence here from Hong Kong. And it looks like they've nicked that ball away. And Coombs pushes it deep. And it looks like that ball was taken back. So a really good pilfer there in the contact.
Just unfortunate, slightly overcooked. The box kick there from Coombs, bringing Hong Kong back into their own half. Let's see if Germany can put together a set piece and some attacking pressure.
So some long shadows here at Aberdeen Sports Ground now. Still a balmy 22 degrees. Slight mix up there in that line out, and it falls to the hands of Van der Schmidt. Carries it away. Terry double pump there. Axton Barrett. Ball into the hands of Seb Bryan on that far left touch line. Hong Kong are having to work hard on this wide breakdown, and they've lost it. Good work there from Germany out wide. Toimenev steadies the ship. Backhofer. So going left and right here. And now setting up the crocodile rut. Bottomley. And that's high and hanging. Good take by Altier. Some good work from Seb Bryan. looking after his fullback there. Hong Kong pull the ball back to De Terry. And that's high and hanging, but Stella with a good take. And he's looking left and right and comes straight to the chase line. Good tackle there by Cal McCullough. And Germany going off their feet there. Harding looking to have a crack at the ball there, and the Germans just flopped over the top of that. So this gives Hong Kong the opportunity to perhaps rake the ball into the corner there. Quick discussion, but Altier is called forward and shot is called.
Yeah, just a minor slip-up from the German side. They had been looking good with the ball in hand, but it has given Hong Kong China the opportunity to have a crack at 3 points. Quite a long kick, probably about 45 metres on a slight angle, but well within Paul Altier's range, I'd say, Cookie.
Yeah, good strike on that first conversion, and good to welcome on board Liz Worley, the Worley parents watching from the UK. We've also got people in PNG watching. And fantastic to have Melinda Wooten on board, supporting Benny Axton Barrett. So 7 points to 3. This slender lead. And pulled slightly to the left there by Altier, not the normal beautiful strike that he has. And Germany, Leo Wolf just keeping Hong Kong honest there. Parkinson with a high hanging kick there, taken by De Terry. Getting it into the hands of Van der Schmidt, who looks to get on the outside, and he's stepped through the first couple of tackles there. Coombs keeps going around that corner. McCullough makes some good ground on the blind side there. Skipper Hurstich getting shoulders through there. Now Harry Sayers looks to get to the outside. Pierce McKinley West in this wide channel. Carries it, gets his knees to the ground. Cinnamon. And Hong Kong pull the trigger and get the ball wide. Axton Barrett slides to the outside and straightens. Van der Schmidt gets a really good offload there. And there's Van der Schmidt back with that ball. Hong Kong now just a few metres short. And they're playing with an advantage, and Coombs looks to dart inside, but goes up to a very dark alley there. Hurstich staying strong. Chapman looking to force his way over. And Keelan Chapman there with a fantastic try.
Yeah, really impressive build-up of phases. Ben Axton Barrett looking very comfortable out in the wide channels. And how good Luke van der Schmidt with the double play. He's been a real handful for this German side. Played very well off the bench yesterday and now earned his starting spot. But it's Keelan Chapman taking the opportunistic try and with some good leg drive to get over the line.
Yeah, it was a great bit of play by Axton Barrett. All in that 5 metre channel down that left wing. Got the ball to Van der Schmidt, who got a great offload to Seb Bryan, who carried things forward. First time across both games that Hong Kong have managed to bully their way over there. And again, a lovely strike there from Altier. 14 points to 3 with about 20 minutes played.
A strong start from the Hong Kong team, Cookie. They'll be pleased with how they're carrying the ball and how they're playing at the right end of the field.
As we saw on Tuesday night, though, Hong Kong will need to keep working hard. This Germany side certainly won't go away. So the referee calls time off. I think it's one of the German front rowers getting some treatment in the in-goal area. Rejoins the play. But again, patient build-up there, as you said, Ash. So Parkinson actually elects to go straight up the middle there. And the Germans swoop onto that and now playing with an advantage. Good carry there from the hooker. And now Parkinson rips that one wide, and Felix Lammers showing all of that experience of his. And that is a fantastic finish by Lammers. Given way too much room there. Way too much room by Hong Kong. Probably the first real defensive error that they've made across the two test matches so far.
Yeah, I like this innovative heads-up play from Germany. They opted for the short kick, paid off, they got the ball back, and then look at the gas on Felix Lammers to finish that try. Absolutely superb.
It was a really good handoff. And just as Hong Kong would have been thinking that things were a little bit easy, at 14-3, they're now under their post, having conceded a pretty simple try.
Well, you called it, Cookie. This German team are not going to just roll over. They're here for a test match, and they're proving it now. I'm excited for the rest of this match.
And good to see the Horn family watching in on a lovely kick there from Stella. He strikes the ball beautifully. So 14-10 the score. As I said, I think Hong Kong will be pretty disappointed with that. The Germans tried that kickoff straight up the middle and immediately got the advantage. Now De Terry kicks off. That's a solid take by the German team and a good driving maul here. And it looks like Harry Sayers has collapsed that maul.
You get a feeling that there's a shift in the momentum of this game, Cookie. This German team, they're getting their backs up.
It's almost like they needed to concede that second score to become a bit of a shot in the arm for them.
They get the opportunity to go back down into the Hong Kong half and set up another attacking phase.
Germany very happy playing this first phase set-piece rugby. Toymanev throwing in on a great rise and take there from Nico Vindermuth. Germany keeping it tight. Toymanev breaks away with it to Leo Wolf. Well tackled there by Van der Schmidt. Marcel Hen hit well there by West. Bottomley getting in a bit of a mix-up with it. And a good carry there from Himmer. Good ball back on the inside to Leo Wolf. Good pull back there by Himmer. The Germans getting through plenty of phases here. Oh, good tip on there to the hooker, Timanev. Bottomley, this is probably the most phases. Oh, and a great charge down and catch there by Pryor. Probably the most phases that Germany have played across the two games. But Matt Worley drops it inside to Altier. Good step there. Good tackle by Sean Ingle. Sean Ingle had a good crack at that ball, but some good interplay on this right edge by Altier and Worley.
What about that charge down from Mark Pryor? He must have put an extra dose of the old sticky cream on his hands. That thing just stuck. Lovely strike deep into the German half. Great platform now to really strike from.
Good to see Vicky Higgins watching in from the UK. Harding with a throw into this line out. McCullough rises at the tail, off the top. Worley comes in, already playing a couple of advantages here. Harry Sayers, big step to the inside. Looks like he's been held up here, but they'll go back for the penalty. Some really good defence there from Germany, Ash, but a couple of options here.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what Hong Kong want to do. It's obviously 14-10 now. Do they opt for the points, keep that board ticking over, or they're going to try and keep this pressure on this German side? But it looks like they have opted to get that 3 points.
So Ray Parkinson caught offside there. Referee Namakawa-san explaining that they must go straight up and down and not jump across in the line out, but they've opted for offside in the backs.
A bit of a sitter here for Paul LTA. He will be looking to knock this over.
So most of the ground in shade now. Temperature coming down quite dramatically.
Fantastic to see all the families out here today. Cookie, we've got a lovely turnout down at the beautiful Aberdeen Stadium with plenty of action here between Germany and Hong Kong.
LTA with that penalty. Hong Kong back to 17 points to 10.
All right, Aberdeen, let's give the boys a bit of life. Make some noise for Hong Kong, China!
So Parkinson looks like he's going to opt for their more conventional kickoff. Puts it deep. Van der Schmidt tries to work up a head of steam, but Vindermuth scrags him down. Ball all the way back to De Terry. And Germany be pretty happy with that net gain and possession just outside the Hong Kong 22.
Yeah, the line out has been operating reasonably well for them today, Cookie. They'll be looking to get that ball off the top, I'd imagine, and unleash these speedy backs that they have.
Oh, and over the top. Harding is onto it, gets the ball to De Terry. Now Hong Kong looking to play. Harry Sayers steps inside. Big handoff there. Good clean out there by Matt Worley and Altier. West to Axton Barrett. Hong Kong looking to get through their work there. McCullough Steps back into the traffic. Terry gets it wide. Sebi Bryan out wide there. Oh, good tip on there to Pryor. He's a little bit isolated, but Germany off their feet. And again, out. Oh, and a great steal there. Hong Kong yet again looking to play Sayers to Worley. Altier on the outside.
McCulloch showing really good prowess in that line out to get up and steal it from the German side. A little bit of confusion around who took it into touch, but it looks like the German side has, and it will be a Hong Kong throw here for the young man, Jude Harding.
So McCulloch off the top. Good carry there by skipper Herstich. Good hands there by Altier. Another good carry from Van der Schmidt. Zach Cinnamond. Oh. De Terry played it into the front line with Herstich, but he wasn't expecting the ball.
Yeah, just a bit of miscommunication there, I think. Not sure where that one was going, but they're going to be sitting down for another scrum. Big Zach Cinnamon getting a number of touches on the ball today. He's been getting into his work well. He'll be hoping for another solid set piece here.
Good to see his mother Sally watching him from the UK. And another injury for the Germany side, getting some strapping on that left thigh. So a little bit of a mix-up there. So first time that Hong Kong have really made a completely unforced error there. I think Herstich was looking for that ball to be pulled back, but probably the right option to play it to him through the front line, because I think he'd have been clean through had he taken it.
Yeah, that's always the way, isn't it? But we're 33 minutes into this first half, 17-10 to Hong Kong, China. It's been a hell of a test match. Both teams have turned up today to put on some class rugby for this fantastic crowd.
We've got people from all over the globe. We've even got people from Phuket watching. Theo Mag and Jono Adams in the Waikato, New Zealand. So Bottomley with a feed to this scrummage. And the advantage. Coombs making a mess of it again. Always works, and Harry's in there, even though the penalty's gone the other way. Keelan Chapman there, just checking in with the referee. And Clothinghouse finds a decent touch. So we've got about just over 5 minutes to go to half time. I know that Germany will want to work some magic. They struck just before half time on Tuesday night. Hen in at the scrum half position as they work the ball back through this, and they shear off to the right hand side, going straight down the tram lines. But some good defence there from Hong Kong. Schroeder, the captain. Leo Wolf plays out the back again. Good tap tackle there by Harry Sayers. Sean Ingle runs straight into Pryor there. Stella, some good work there. Germany playing straight up the guts here. Keeping going right. Leo Wolf steps and holds. Some good defence here from Hong Kong. Need to keep their patience and not give anything away. Some good D there from Hong Kong. Really kept their patience.
Yeah, it was a lovely counter-attack in the ruck there from McCulloch. Put a lot of pressure on the halfback and then wasn't able to give the best pass and then ball in contact. So that was very good play from Hong Kong China. They'll be pleased with that and giving themselves an opportunity to pack down this scrum and work their way back into the Germany half.
Good work there from Callum McCulloch. His father Steve, former Hong Kong international and also a centurion at the Hong Kong Football Club. Jack. So free kick awarded to Hong Kong. Back to the scrummage.
Yeah, just a little eager there, the German front row. Trying to get the wood on them and get that pressure through the bind. They'll have to hold off slightly on this next setup. I'm sure the referee will be keeping a close eye on this.
So Coombs with the feed here. Goes down on that Hong Kong loose head side. As you can see, very, very green pitch here at Aberdeen Sports Ground. Pretty good nick. As you said, it's quite firm underfoot despite how green it looks. And there's a hush come over this crowd now, which I think is reflecting the tightness of the game. 17-10, it's a big arm wrestle, just as it was on Tuesday night. The November Fest Cup is up for grabs. Oh, and this time full penalty. Namakawa-san, the referee, taking no messing about, gives Altier the chance to push Hong Kong deep into the German half.
Yeah, they'll take that one as a win, Cookie, getting them into good attacking play. Let's see if they can build some phases off a good set piece and apply some real pressure.
So into the last minute of this half. Good take there again from McCulloch. Van der Schmidt pulls out. Axton Barrett on the ball. Sebi Bryan in. And that is a great finish. Fantastic finish there from Sebi Bryan.
Yeah, what a brilliant set play. Van der Schmidt taking it off the back and then finding his back line that unleash all those attacking weapons. They've got pace to burn all across the board, this Hong Kong China team. And who else but the man of the hour, Seb Bryan. He knows his way to a try line, Cookie.
Absolutely. Would not be the first try that Seb Bryan from the Sandy Bay Club here in Hong Kong. This is Sandy Bay's home pitch. And as you say, he knows his way to the try line. Scored that decisive try for Hong Kong. And that looks like it will be Hong Kong repaying the favour that Germany did for them on Tuesday night with a hammer blow just on half-time.
Yeah, those all important just before halftime points. Sets the mood of the locker room. It looks like this will be the last play of the game. Paul Altier from out wide. Sorry, of the half.
And again, not the greatest strike there from Altier, but
22, Germany 10. That is half-time.
Hong Kong go into half-time break, 22 points to 10. I think they'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, certainly, Cookie. It's definitely not been one-way traffic, though. This German side are here to play, and they've put this Hong Kong team under a lot of pressure. But the Hong Kong team have been able to front it and get into the right positions. They haven't been too rushed. They've played the high percentage plays, got down in the German half, and have come away with 22 well-earned points.
Yeah, very good half, but there'll be a lot of talk going on in those sheds. I'm sure Kuhlmann from Germany, the coach, will be getting stuck into his boys, and Douglas will be expecting another big start in the second half from this Hong Kong side. And welcome back to Aberdeen Sports Ground here in Hong Kong. We're here for the second test of the Novemberfest Test Series between Hong Kong, China and Germany. And Hong Kong holding a 22 points to 10 lead with a magnificent team try scored by Seb Bryan right on the stroke of half-time, Ash.
Yeah, I think they would be happy with how their first half went. Coach Andrew Douglas will be in the changing rooms, probably just saying more of the same, boys. Keep working away, don't push it too much, play in the right end of the field, and you'll come away with the points. They'll be happy enough with that.
It was good to see that Hong Kong, in fact, all three of their tries came from holding the ball. In particular, the first two, multiple phases before they finally got the ball over. And as walking towards us here on screen, as we can see, young Tyler McNutt unfortunately hurt his shoulder on Tuesday night. He had a fantastic debut for Hong Kong. For such a young man to have such an accomplished performance, I thought was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, really impressed with McNutt on Tuesday. What a way to start an international career. A young man showing really good presence around the field. He got through his fair share of work as far as defensively and got his hands on the ball plenty of times too. He'll be happy with that.
Very much so. So as we come back from half-time, Hong Kong in their familiar blue strip will now be playing from right to left. The sun has now dipped down behind the buildings to our left-hand side here, and Terry will be kicking off. It looks like he'll kick deep into the left, and the ball immediately returned, and it's only just outside the 22, so Hong Kong would be pretty pleased with that as a return direct from half-time.
Yeah, an opportunity to unleash this set piece that they've got. They scored a very good try off the line out right at the end of that first half. They're looking to replicate the same here.
Harding with the throw into this line out. McCullough, and a really good intervention there from Germany. And Bottomley tidies that ball up. It's now at the base of this German ruck. So Bottomley now pops the ball up. Just going through their phases. Looks like they're going to set up a box kick out of here. And Sebi Bryan sporting a bit of a turban there from his exploits of scoring that try right at the end of the first half.
It was good work in that last lineup from the German second row, getting up and disrupting the Hong Kong ball, taking a lot of pressure off his side and pushing the ball back closer to the halfway.
McCullough. Jack Coombs getting wrapped up there, but he does well to look after that. And Sebi Bryan steps into halfback duties. Coombs looking left and right, but just calmly pulls it back to De Terry, who hoists the ball high. Good take from Stella. On a good drive up the blind side there. Sean Ingle carries that ball a little bit quiet in the first half. Cambridge University blue, number 1278. Altier drops that one dead, and Jude Harding just instinctively reacts, takes the ball.
Uncharacteristic error there from Paul, and it looks like he has picked himself up a small niggle as well. We've got Henry Elliott rushing out there to strap him up.
So immediately giving Germany the opportunity to have a shot at goal and narrow this 12-point deficit.
Yeah, time off now.
Yeah, the Germans defusing a lot of the pressure that Hong Kong were putting on early in that first half. They've done well to get down to this end of the field and given themselves a chance to bring that scoreline a little bit closer.
Looks like Altier has done something to his knee. Not looking especially happy on the floor there.
He's a tough man, Paul Altier. He took a big knock at the start of the first game on Tuesday under the chin and left a big gash, but he managed to continue to play that game and front up for the match today. It's a shame to see him go down like this.
Yeah. Sure.
As we said, uncharacteristic miss of a high ball there. Look at the Hong Kong bench there. Former Hong Kong international Charles Chung there. Team manager duties. Liam Edwards. The old man there, Jamie Pincott.
Well, last Tuesday, the bench of Hong Kong was a real point of difference. When they came on, they steadied the ship and proved to make some real impact in the game. So these young guns will be looking to do the same. And it looks like we may have the first one rolling out now, Cookie.
And so a proud moment for young Murray Breakin as he takes the field. I was at a rugby lunch yesterday afternoon with his father, Graham, another Hong Kong Football Club centurion. He will be very, very proud in the stands here today to see Murray get his opportunity. Murray works at Knight Frank, Mr. Paul Hart, one of the stalwarts of the Sai Kung Stingrays, one of the junior clubs here in Hong Kong, as Stella lines up this early opportunity for Germany in this second half. And a bit of a lazy strike there, and it pulls it off to the left. So sad to see Altier leave the field, but great opportunity for Breakin,
Give me a ball.
who looks like he's come onto this left wing. And maybe Worley will drop into the fullback position.
Behind the ball, bro. Behind the ball.
So a high hanging kick, and Harry says is after it.
Come by, bro.
But a knock on, and it falls neatly into the hands of Zinzan Hees. Marcel Hen.
Good leg drive.
Advantage.
And playing advantage there. Illegal entry by Hong Kong. Justin Gerlach on for his debut for Germany. Proud moment for him.
Step back.
Germany really putting their shoulder to the wheel here. Schroeder, the captain, good drive. And Bottomley with a little chip into the 22, but well read there by McKinley West.
There's a lift of intensity from this German side. They are carrying the ball really well, getting their legs, driving through the contact area and making some serious meters.
Number 5.
Seemed like a little bit of a waste of an opportunity there from Bottomley. They'd got the advantage that they were playing with. Felt like they probably should have kept it in hand. So Gerlach pushes it into the corner, and a double substitution for Hong Kong in the front row. Faisal Solomona and Johnny McCormack Houston. Good shift there from Keelan Chapman, try scorer. And some good work from the young man Jude Harding in his second cap.
Yeah, he's looked comfortable out there, Jude. His lineup's been going well. He's getting around the park well as well.
Yeah, but still on the ground. Time back on.
Hong Kong will need to be on their mettle here.
Good gap. Free throw.
Will not want to give up any early points in this second half. Himmer rises.
Advantage. Contact in the air.
Herstich was over him, and Germany have an advantage. Good D there from Hong Kong. Germany go to the left.
Contact in the air.
So another penalty. Bottomley goes quickly.
Hold on.
Seb Bryan makes a tackle, not 10. Could be in some trouble here. Hong Kong will need to bar up in defence, about 5 metres out.
Back, bro.
Oh, good drive through there by midfielder Leo Wolf.
Advantage.
And
Offside. Number 6.
another offside there from Herstich.
Number 6. Offside. Mark is there. Offside.
So Seb Bryan was also pinged for an early tackle, not being 10. So Germany have really come out with some intent in this second half. And Gerlach pushes the ball into touch.
A number of penalties there from Hong Kong. The discipline's not quite where it needs to be, and it's putting them under a lot of pressure. It's German side getting another crack
139.
at the Hong Kong line, and it looks like they're going to make some important changes
And the one.
before doing so.
Who's the captain?
Edini and Daniel Wolf coming on in the front row. And live wire halfback Michael McDonald, he really injected some pace into the game for them on Tuesday night. Perfect time to bring him on.
Complete. Okay, thank you.
You get the feeling this is a really important phase of the game here for Hong Kong.
Time back on. Bro, down fast. Down
We're
fast.
looking at the likes of Pryor and McCullough to disrupt this one and put some real pressure on this German line-out.
Tomenov with his throw 5 metres out. And Himmer rises at the tail. It's been sacked by Van der Schmidt. But Hen has the ball in hand. Good tackle there by McKinley West. Solomona puts his bulk into that. Himmer again fighting for every inch. Good low tackle, and Hen looks like he's held up over the line. The ball is coming. Some good defence there. Decent heads-up play. Hong Kong looking to get underneath this. Now they pull the trigger and go wide. And a good tackle there by Worley.
Captain and number 5.
And number 5, Mark Pryor,
Go to the goal line.
gets 10 minutes in the bin. That's the result of that fantastic pressure that Germany have put on there.
Yeah, they're continuing to pound that line of the Hong Kong team. Doing well to keep them back, but just giving away a few too many penalties. And Germany back
good-
themselves on the scrum.
Good call that Germany have gone to this scrummage with Pryor off the field. The second row is probably going to mean that Herstich is going to have to step up.
Same keywords.
Yeah.
Space and balance and stability.
So these are the moments. And Hong Kong going with an 8-man scrummage here.
Leave them vulnerable out wide, Cookie.
Crouch.
Sorry, I actually meant to say with a 7-man scrummage with no 8. So they're opting to back the forwards. And that's a good scrummage by
Really
Hong Kong.
impressive.
But good work by Hen as he gets the ball away to McDonald. Stepping. Scragged by De Terry on the blind side there. But we're back to where we were minutes ago. Germany fighting for every inch here.
16 blue, offside, 16 blue.
Advantage.
And another offside by Hong Kong. Johnny McCormack, Houston caught there. This big German number 8, Marcel Hen. And they're really working hard for every inch here. Adine, another good carry. Reminder that Germany are playing under penalty advantage here. Hong Kong really manfully defending here.
On the line! Lee on the line! Backwards!
And it's gone backwards. Oh, and a great bit of work to get the ball there to Sebastian Rodwell. Germany just inches short now.
No more interlock!
Hong Kong are making them fight for every inch here. And some good defence there. But Hong Kong had already been caught.
Offside by 16.
Offside. Johnny McCormack Houston, some good work there by Van der Schmidt to come away with that ball. But some real intensity in this first 10 minutes of this second half, Ash, from the German side.
Putting a tremendous amount of pressure onto this Hong Kong team, keeping them deep inside their own half and making them guard that goal line, which it's very taxing. It's very taxing. It's going to deplete this Hong Kong side. Let's see if they've got the whereabouts to be able to push through this and get into a good field position.
So rolling some changes here. Justin Rank onto the blind side, so some fresh legs. Good time for Mark Coleman. He's got to roll the dice here. Germany have got Hong Kong under all kinds of pressure. Down to 14 men prior 10 minutes on the naughty chair.
Yeah, much needed breather for this forward pack. But pretty impressive scrum with 7 men on the park. Faisal Solomona and John McCormack Houston really putting their weight into this one and giving some great impact off the bench.
So McDonald, the Royal Engineer, the German, half back. It's real live wire, and Sebastian Rodwell now on into the centres. He had an excellent game on Tuesday night and was at the centre of everything for them.
Also blue binding too early, binding on Crouch.
Listen. Give me my code. One code, one action.
Yeah.
Too early bind. One code, one action.
Too early on the bind.
Yeah.
Nice and loud, please, sir.
Yeah, okay.
As loud as you can.
Some real intent in this Hong Kong defence,
Elbow up and the knee up.
but they're really being put under pressure by Germany here. Really crucial phase of the game.
Crouch! Bind!
Another stable scrum from Hong Kong. Marcel Hen goes, chopped there by West. So job number 1 has been done. Justin Rank hit really hard there by Van der Schmidt. And a good drive there from the skipper, Schroeder. Adine, it's a game of inches here. Hen driving forward. Again, another couple of inches, and Zach Cinnamon's caught in there. Sean Ingle with the ball. Christian Adine taking every inch he can. And Germany look like they might have been held up. It's been given as unplayable. So some really manful defence here from Hong Kong, Ash.
Yeah, they are showing some great teamwork to be able to defend their line so consistently. Looks like the big man, Zach Cinnamon, was clutching at his shoulder after one of those big collisions. Getting seen to now by Johnny Moses. Hopefully he is all right.
So Alex Allen scrum coach coming on. This is maybe a sensible front row ploy to just give Hong Kong a little bit of time.
Yeah, much needed breather, Cookie. They've been ferociously defending this line, and that is a very exhausting thing to do. Germany, they've done well to continually apply the pressure, build those phases. They need to be able to get away with some points from all this work that they've done.
This first 15 minutes of this second half has been pretty much one-way traffic for Germany.
Thank you, sir.
Putting on huge amounts of pressure.
Let's go.
Again, Hong Kong going with this 7-man scrummage. Still at least 5 minutes to go on Pryor's yellow card. So McDonald with the field under the shadows of the post. A fantastic place to attack from. And Germany will be filthy with that. Some great work there from Cinnamon.
Absolutely massive, massive work from the front row. Zach Cinnamon, everyone giving him the high fives. They know that he put the pressure on there and got the penalty to get them out of this danger zone.
And we know that his 90-year-old grandmother will be jumping up from her seat at that scrum penalty won by her grandson Zach there. So
Fantastic
Hong Kong will really want to consolidate this and have a solid line out here. Be the first throw, I think, for Johnny McCormack Houston.
Red 2.
So Hooker changing here. Reintjes onto the field from the Heidelberg club, earning his 7th cap today. And that's a great take there by West. And a good drive there. Great drive, and Johnny McCormack Houston breaks away. He's a little bit isolated here. Some good work by Germany. And they've turned this ball over. Some real good work there by Daniel Wolf. Hong Kong, some fantastic work from Skipper Hurstich there.
Yep.
Slightly fortunate, really good initial take, but McCormack Houston broke away and got isolated.
Josh Hurstich cleaning things up for this Hong Kong side, and again relieving a lot of this pressure from their own half, and Worley getting the kicking duties to get them right down the other end of the field, but a great work from Wolf to keep it in.
Absolutely. It's still a huge net gain for Hong Kong though. Great work there by Leo Wolf to pull that ball back in field. Highly experienced forwards coach for Germany, Michael Poppmeyer, former captain, offering lots of advice, but good ball off the top there. And Nate Terry just carries that straight into contact. Coombs to his skipper, Hurstich. Gets the ball away quickly. Worley in at first receiver, and the ball's gone down. And McKinley West, I don't quite know what happened there. Looked for all money like he got it. But McDonald and Worley scurrying back. Gets the kick away. And that is a tremendous return from that tight angle. Worley has done phenomenally well there.
Yeah, under a lot of pressure, he showed a lot of composure to be able to get that one off and, yeah, relieve a bit of pressure for the boys.
But without doubt, Germany have really come alive in this second half, really making a game of it. So Justin Renck off the top. Hen tries to drop the ball.
Welcome by let.
On to Leo Wolf. He's been a real thorn in Hong Kong's side all the way through both test matches, Leo Wolf. He was the instigator of that phenomenal try just on half-time on Tuesday night. Put the ball on the toe, landed in Lammer's hands, dropped it inside the half-back Bottomley. So Hong Kong opting to bring Harry Sayers in onto the flank of this scrummage for their own ball. Hong Kong just on their own 10-metre line here. That's a solid scrummage by the Germans. And a knock-on at the base there by Coombs. Really good nudge and good pressure from Germany. They really are applying the pressure.
Change the number. The yellow card was replaced.
And the yellow card is reversed and Pryor does not come back onto the field. But we have Jamie Pincott, who famously is German-born, so possibly playing for the wrong side here. Born in Hanover. And apparently very proud of his German heritage.
Oh, very much so. He's got a number of tests. He used to be up in the front row as a much heavier man. And he's lost a considerable amount of weight to move himself in the back row there.
Wearing his 10th cap and a Centurion at the Hong Kong Scottish Club. Oh, great scrummage there.
Really, really strong scrum. They'll be happy with that platform.
And a little bit of afters here. Always good to see. Probably just discussing whether they're going to go drinking in Lang Kwai Fong or Wan Chai this evening. Van der Schmidt just needs to calm himself down a little bit there.
Yeah, you can tell this means a lot to these guys. They're very, very fired up. That was a brilliant scrum. It all just spilling over a little bit too much.
So Sebastian Rodwell is coming in, and the Japanese referee just having a word with both number 8s there, telling them to calm themselves down. But we've almost forgotten what a fantastic scrummage that was from Hong Kong. Real seesaw affair. Good to see that Nick Brown is watching in. Good on you, Brownie. All action, all aggro, Valley hooker. You know that something's bound to happen when he's near the ball. So Hong Kong will just want to try and consolidate back to 15 men here. First time that they've been in the German half, and Pincott off the top. Herstich on, played into the front line there. Van der Schmidt hangs on to that ball. Marcel Hen getting all over that. And Coombs does well to get it up to Pincott. Sebi Bryan working hard there. Some real heat coming in from Germany here. De Terry plays it to Solomona. Hong Kong putting some phases together. De Terry just chips it onto his boot there. Drops into the hands of Johnny Jetsho's Sebi Bryan. An absolutely wicked bounce there for Zinzan Hess. Well, he's to deal with, and Sebi Bryan would need no second invitation there.
Yeah, the bounce of the rugby ball can be a cruel thing, and it generally does bounce favourably for Seb. He, as you said, doesn't need a lot of encouragement to find himself across that white line, and he trots over for a double here at Aberdeen Stadium.
And an absolute turnaround For the first 22 minutes of this half, it has been all Germany. And then one scrummage under the post that Hong Kong win the penalty. They've relieved the pressure, come down the other end and scored straight away. And Worley with the opportunity to add the extras here.
The Hong Kong scrum proving to be a real weapon for them in this second test. Alex Allen will be happy with how the guys have been performing.
And a Worley with a little bit of a fade on that one, starting it out left and shaping it in to get the extras. 29-10. So a 19-point lead, which is the biggest gap that we've had between the two sides across the two tests so far. Justus Gerlach with a deep kick there, well fielded by McCulloch. Pincott getting through some work early on. Vicky Pincott watching in from the UK. So a quick take there. Zinzan Hess to De Terry, and Matt Worley rakes it deep. And it has gone really, really deep here. And a 50-22.
Look at that.
Right on the 5-metre line for Hong Kong. If that had been a yard deeper, it would have been touching goal. And it would have been a scrummage back inside the Hong Kong 22. Phenomenal judgment there from Matt Worley.
Absolute precision, giving Hong Kong another opportunity deep inside the German half to unleash this line out.
So McCormick Houston, the feed to this line out. McCulloch goes high. Hong Kong have got this in the boot. McCormick Houston. And they're edging slowly forward. And they've gone. So Hong Kong come in, and Harry Laidler now has replaced Jack Coombs, and McCormick Houston gets peeled away. And they've come up with the ball. Laidler to Axton Barrett. Oh. And offside on the line. Probably moved that ball a little bit too quickly. So another debutant onto the field, Harry Laidler, replacing Jack Coombs, who had an excellent first hour to this game. And a yellow card there
Nami, substitution, blue 13.
for the big man, Hassan Rayan. He's put in a big shift so far. Hong Kong really looking to apply some pressure here. Good take at the tail there by Herstich. Hong Kong have got the drive on here. Ball is in the hands of McCormick Houston. Come back down. Oh, ball through the legs. Harry Laidler and Murray Breakin. A try on debut.
It doesn't get much better than that. Was that Harry Laidler with the through the legs ball?
Harry Laidler.
Showing some real razzle-dazzle on his first cap here for Hong Kong, China. What confidence from the man.
So a really good run from Axton Barrett to spot that they'd got numbers on that blind side. So gives Worley an opportunity to extend the lead here. So Worley, another opportunity to extend the lead. 34-10 at the moment. But hangs it out to the right-hand side of the field.
Conversion unsuccessful. Hong Kong China 34. Germany 10.
Complete.
So 34-10.
Must be, surely. Yeah,
So Zach Cinnamon replaced by his younger brother Rory for his first test cap. Something else that the grandmother can get excited about, 90 years old, watching in the UK. Proud moment for her
Use the ball.
as Laidler sets up for this box kick exit. And he drops it, finds green grass, and the ball's bouncing into touch. So that's a really good exit up to halfway from Harry Laidler.
Yeah, he started really well into this game, Cookie, showing real confidence with his actions. Let's see if Germany can put together a line out here and
Outside
some
50.
attacking phases.
Oh, great intervention there by McCullough. Herstich. Oh, drops the ball onto his foot and pokes it through. Oh, and a really good drive back, but the ball's been lost. And Hong Kong, Pierce West picks this ball up. Laidler up to skipper Herstich.
Advantage is over.
And now McCullough. A little show and go in the wide channel there. Gets the ball to Breakin. This big young winger. Really enjoying his work. And Faisal Solomona shrugs off Adini there. And back on the inside to Axton Barrett. And he gets the ball to Terry. And another offload, but it's spilt in the contact there.
Hard pass. No more. Leave it. Just a hard pass.
And a forward pass there. And a little conversation there between Sebastian Rodwell and Nate Terry.
Scrum. Net ball.
Probably discussing shades of lipstick or nail varnish. And another debutant onto the field for Hong Kong,
Time off.
Liam Edwards from the USRC Tigers Club. He's been a great servant of Tigers over the years, and he's worked really hard. One of the real workhorses of the Hong Kong Premiership, and he's definitely deserved and earned his position
Calm down, please.
to get his first cap here today.
Yeah, definitely. He's a big unit, Liam, and he's quite a physical man, putting in a big shot early into his debut today, and he'll be looking to get a lot of that weight into this scrum,
Time back
trying to
on.
upset this German platform.
So Christoph Adini restored.
Keep balance.
He put a big shot on Faisal Solomona. Came off second best, bit of a stinger on his shoulder. But some good defence in the end after some good work by Axton Barrett, who burst up the centre of the field there. And now another German player's gone down.
Hong Kong really turning up the heat late into the second half after soaking up a barrage of German attack. Really, you could say that the fitness levels of this Hong Kong team are proving to be the difference, Cookie. They are still running the ball well and putting a lot of pressure
Can you rejoin?
onto this German side.
I know, as we mentioned earlier on in commentary, Ash, on Tuesday night, the ball in play time is about 35 minutes, which I think is considerably more than Germany would normally have to endure in a European Championship game. Hong Kong
Time back on.
have actually stood toe-to-toe with Germany, but have kept the ball alive when the opportunity has presented itself. Spread it from edge to edge. Tries from Worley, two from Seb Bryan and Murray Breakin. His boss, Paul Hart, will be delighted. Paul will probably be shouting the beers tonight. Another solid scrummage by Hong Kong, and they already have the advantage, and they've come away with that ball. Some good work there. Solomona picks it up, takes on the responsibility. Jack Abbott also on there. Axton Barrett fires the ball to Breakin, and it just slips out of his grasp. But back for the scrummage penalty.
Really, really strong scrum there from the young man, Rory Cinnamon, coming on for his older brother and doing just the same, putting a lot of pressure on this German tight head side and winning the penalty for Hong Kong China.
And confidently, Hong Kong opting for the scrummage. So we're 9 minutes to go. As a reminder, that Germany are still down to 14 men. Hassan Rayan, the big second row, off at the moment.
Plenty of attacking options in this Hong Kong backline from the set piece. We've got Jack Abbott from the Hong Kong Football Club making his debut today as well on the field. So the likes of Murray Burchin out wide. It's interesting to see how they go here, Cookie.
So Harry Laidler from the Sandy Bay Club playing on his home field here. The feed to this scrummage right under the shadows of the posts, about 15 metres out. Options left and right.
Behind the ball, 9. Stay. Advantage. No, behind the ball, 23.
And playing advantage here. Laidler to Worley. And the ball's been knocked backwards by Germany. And Sebi Bryan putting lots of pressure on there.
Number 3.
And another scrum penalty.
Another strong scrum there from Hong Kong, putting that pressure in the front row, managing to win their team a penalty. They'll be looking to go again. They back themselves, Cookie.
No more. Okay, no more for us. No, just a 3.
So some really good work here. The versatility of McCullough as Pincott and Edwards move into the second row. McCullough goes out to the blind side. Wester open side and Skipper Herstich in at 8. So Laidler waiting patiently for this ball. Spreads it to De Terry. Pulls it back to Abbott. Pushes it to Breakin. And the ball is down. And that is a fantastic finish.
Yeah, showing really good strength there. Murray Burchin on the sideline, twinkle toes down the edge and managed to dot down for his second try. What a fantastic start to his international career.
Thankfully picking up all of his athletic talent from his mother and not his father, Graham. I know that Graham will be also, like Paul Hart, shouting the beers this evening. And 39 points to 10. This game really has gotten away from Germany. They're really leaking some diesel now.
He didn't make it easy for kicker Matt Worley, right out on the left-hand edge. Plenty of angle to this kick.
As you said, a great finish there from Breakin. A big man on the wing there. Just held his way into the contact as the tackle came in. Worley, it's a decent strike, but just to the left. And this. So with just under 5 minutes to go now. Germany playing for pride. This will make little or no difference to the ranking points. Oh, well swept up there by the Germany side as Edwards tried to take that. McDonald to Justin Renck. Christoph Verdini, well chopped there by skipper Herstich. Leo Wolf fends off there. Stella gets the ball into the hands, wide out there of Cleavinghouse. Hong Kong will really want to try and keep them out here. Just as Gerlach. Oh, some good work there from Axton Barrett. But the ball back into the hands of Leo Wolf. Fighting hard. Oh, and another big contact between Solomona and Adini. Big defence on the Hong Kong line here. And held up, so that's a turnover. Scrum feed as Hassan Rayan comes back onto the field.
Really good work from the Hong Kong forwards there to mitigate that pressure Germany's putting on. And we're back to a full gambit for the German side.
That yellow card period, though, has been really harsh for Germany on the scoreboard, though. So Hong Kong will want to just calmly move this ball away. And this big Hong Kong crowd here, probably 2,000 to 3,000 in here at the Aberdeen Sports Ground. And a long blast on the whistle from the referee. Not happy with either side there. Hong Kong will definitely want to clear their lines from here. Seb Bryan and Matt Worley just off to the right-hand side here. So who knows, there could be some fireworks, but I expect Worley to rake this one deep. McDonald looking to get his fingertips in there. And a fantastic second shove from the German scrummage there.
Blue 17 to the knee.
Have to hand it to this Germany side. They've definitely gone down swinging here as Gerlach puts the ball into touch. For all money, Hong Kong had that ball at the 8's feet, but just dithered slightly, clearing the ball. The second shove came on.
That all-important second shove. You got to always keep the push, keep the fight on until that ball's well cleared. It's giving Germany the opportunity for another attacking line out.
Renck
And a bit of a trick play.
Shift drive there to the blind side. Oh, and some good defence there. Sebi Bryan getting in. Sebi Bryan, the people's hero. Gets him for the steal. A really good shift drive play there from Germany, but well read on the blind side.
Hong Kong will be happy keeping that German force off their line. They are soaking up this pressure well, Cookie, and managing to defend their own line really staunchly.
This could well be the last play of the game. So 39 points to 10. The game is gone for Germany. And a good take there from Pincott. his 10th cap today. And Hong Kong putting some razzle-dazzle on here. Worley absolutely pins his ears back. And on the inside, Sebi Bryan in for the hat trick.
Wowee. Look at that. Smiles all round from this Hong Kong Rugby China team. And Sebi Bryan having an absolute belter here today, running in for the hat trick on his home ground. What better scenes, Cookie? This is fantastic.
And that was absolutely fantastic work there from Matt Worley. Absolutely put the jet shoes on, and that is the final play of the game.
Yeah, he's got speed to burn, that kid, and when he drops the hammer, it is very hard to stop. But also, to get that linking pass back into Seb Bryan at that sort of pace shows an extremely good skill set. He's a talented player, and he lines up to put on the extra 2.
So that will be now 5 games in a row for Hong Kong as Worley nails the extras, 46-10 at the death, and that really was a consummate performance by Hong Kong today.
And that's full time. Hong Kong China 46, Germany 10. Make some noise for the boys against blue, please.
So a really good, bright start to the second half for the Germany side there. They really put some pressure on Hong Kong, but failed to add to the score chart in the second half. So, but for 15-20 minutes, they really put the heat onto Hong Kong, Ash.
Yeah, the German side, it was a good outing. They put a lot of pressure, but I think this Hong Kong side will be very pleased with the way they soaked up the pressure, and it was a bit of a game of attrition. The Hong Kong side was able to keep their composure, and in that last sort of 20 minutes, really run away with this Tets match.
And some absolutely fantastic scenes here at the Aberdeen Sports Ground. 5 debutants today. Rory Cinnamon coming on for his big brother from the Sandy Bay Club. Liam Edwards from Tigers. Harry Laidler with that absolutely cheeky through the legs
That was special.
pass for Breakin's first try. Jack Abbott coming on with a really solid intervention in the game. And what better way to start your Test career than Murray Breakin with 2 tries. So we are now going to go to the presentation party on the far side, the November Fest trophy.
Yeah, a lot of good young talent on display here today. Cookie, Hong Kong Rugby are in good stead for the future with these young guys putting their hands up and really performing under what was quite a physical and demanding Test match.
Absolutely. Great preparation for the Germany side, who will start their European Rugby Championship in February. They have a tough next outing against Georgia, but I'm sure that they'll have learned a great deal from these 2 Test matches here in Hong Kong. It's a tough ask to travel 6,000 miles and pitch up here. Thankfully, the weather was kind to them. It's a pretty balmy evening here in Hong Kong now. And there it is, the November Fest Cup, Hong Kong China versus Germany. Hopefully this will be something that we can play for regularly. First Test matches between these 2 sides were played in 2009 and then again in 2010 when Hong Kong went to Heidelberg and got on the wrong end of both of those games. The 3rd game played in Marseille in the Rugby World Cup repechage 2018 went the way of Germany, but these 2 tests have been a great fillip for Hong Kong rugby. Shame that we didn't get to see young Tyler McNutt who made his debut on Tuesday evening, as we said. The young man made a fantastic start to his career. I see Tristan Stewart there from the Sandy Bay Club. So the fans are very, very happy. So the German Consul General, Mr. Stefan Bredohl, is with the Hong Kong China Rugby CEO Robbie McRobbie as Stefan Bredohl hands over the trophy to Josh Hurstich. So a fantastic end to this two-test series. And Consul General there, Stefan Bredohl, enjoying his time in the limelight. And Robbie organising everything and calling in the German side as well so that they can get a good photo call. And a fantastic two-test series. It's fantastic to have seen so many of you joining in from around the world. Thank you for giving us a look. And Ash, thank you very much for your help in co-commentary.
An absolute pleasure, Cookie. Always a good time sitting alongside you and calling a game.
So a fantastic day here at the Aberdeen Sports Ground. A 46-10 win for Hong Kong. Fairly emphatic in the end. 3 tries, hat-trick man Sebi Bryan. 2 for Murray Breakin. And Matt Worley in for the 6th one. So fantastic work from Hong Kong. Thank you very much and good evening.